Time to go shoot Jason Voorhees in a scrapyard several dozen hundred more times. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Zero Punctuation lately. Yahtzee Crosha never fails to edutain. Edutain.
Those guns absorb a lot
Oh.
of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
That Thanatos won't be as good as the one I've got, I can tell, because it has a Type 1 barrel. But just out of curiosity...
If you're on a budget, TDR is always the way to go.
Base damage... Of course, if you're a Borderlands regular, you already know that whenever you have elemental power, you sacrifice some base damage. I wouldn't expect it to be such a drastic difference. Of course, I don't know what body types these are. I don't know body types with pistols.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Get your engineer storage deck upgrade. Supplies limited.
Oh... I am in the market for a new double anarchy.
Maliwan guns shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
This one has kind of a slow fire rate. Oh, this turned out to be a disappointment. Gotta get some use out of this. Gotta get some use out of this. I should leave behind one of these two. Well, I've got the double anarchy. Which I guess you could regard as some sort of a substitute for a shotgun. Oh, I'll get tetanus warrants out of the way. Oh, something else about Yahtzee. Judging by the things he said in his reviews and also his Let's Drown Out series as is. A lot of his gameplay style and a lot of his views on FPS gaming specifically are like the complete opposite of my own in some ways. He prefers non-ADS gameplay, 90s style. Whereas I have a hard time going back to non-ADS gameplay. So many people associate ADS with Call of Duty. Call of Duty didn't invent the concept. I've never played a single Call of Duty game. I've played Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, and Red Orchestra 2, and those are the closest comparable games I've ever played, I guess, to a Call of Duty game. My point is, it's mistaken to assume that Iron Sight advocates
If I can't find you what you need, it can't be found on Pandora.
are COD heads, if that's the correct term. I probably need to get some more use out of the Cobra. Even though I don't care much for this particular Violator, pairing a Violator up with a Cobra is just awesome. Because they're both inspired by RoboCop. The original, which came out in 1987, the same year as Evil Dead 2. Fall short. Nothing up there anyway. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. I'll put this there. No, I won't. I'll put it there. If I'd kept my Torg Double Anarchy, I'd have a 4-piece matching set of level 37 orbs.
Let's get you rolling. I sure got you right now.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
The blister. Always seems to be built from the same components, by my recollection anyway. Type 3 barrel, type 4 cylinder, and always that type of scope. Whatever type of scope that is. Lights just came on. See? Nobody? Ah. The blister sucks. You're lucky if you even get one corrosive shot for every 6. Well, okay, you'll get at least one for every 6, but it's that very unpredictability.
You like that?
I just don't see the point. I said I would get some use out of it. I got some use. Not much, because I can't stand it. See why I don't use elemental shotguns regularly? They're unreliable. Even most elemental sniper rifles are unreliable. This is reliable. Could let them fight. I've never seen that happen before. I must have aimed at just the right time. To prevent, accidentally prevent a reload. Oh. Finish him. Oh! That's what tore my health down. What the hell, man? He came out of nowhere. Well, shoot! Screw it. Not even worth the effort. That cheeses me off. It cheeses me off because the game decided to spawn that guy right behind me while I was fighting someone else. So instead of offering a legit challenge, it just tries to screw me over. Finish him.
Not bad. Not bad.
You're getting away from
Someone's getting a treat.
Oh, you annoying little cretin. Oh. Oh, if only that didn't have a scope. See, the scope ruins it. Still, it's a double X, so it's got to get used. The scope ruins it because it's functionally purposeless. All this time I've been hoping for a double X Jacobs shotgun to act as a complement to my Skull Masher. Finally enough with one. And because of the random generation thing, hey, that might... Nah. It ends up with a scope. Structurally superfluous. Even with a Type 5 barrel. Throughout the entire Borderlands series, not including Carnage guns, I can only think of one shotgun that shoots slugs.
That hurt.
It doesn't even knock them back. How pointless. They can't even always one-shot kill midgets. Worthless. I just shot a Jacob's fuel tank with a Jacob's shotgun. Generator attached to a trailer. The environs of Half-Life 2 are chock full of those. I'll get some more use out of this XX Jake. Maybe, I'm guessing it'll probably be better against things like skags and spider ants. It has a good fire rate. See, everything else about it is actually pretty good. Except it has a scope. And it... See, look. It should be on par with the Skull Masher. I say on par with. It appears to be totally better, but I'm factoring in accuracy, you know. It's not just about straight up stats. It's rare to find a Jake with a good fire rate like this. I know I've said that before, but I can't reiterate that enough. Blister sucks. Oh, that would be good if it was a 43. Notice it has a Type 4 cylinder and a Type 5 barrel. That's awesome. Obviously, when I say that's awesome, I wasn't talking about whatever was down here at the time I said it. I meant that combination of parts is awesome. Oh, let's see how this compares to my Green Label Matador. Favorable. Again, except for the scope. Jackhammer time. This is a Type 1 cylinder, by the way. Well, it knocks them back, as you would expect a XX to do. It doesn't send them flying like the Skull Masher tends to do, though. I don't like to shoot from hip. I don't like scopes on shotguns. But I like Jacob's XX guns. So I'm in it's a dilemma. knew I could count on my shield to take it. That's why I just stood there and let these skitterlings. That was satisfying. Or should I say satisfying? I'll activate that relic, artifact in just a moment. Okay. That gives me almost got level 5 across the board. I only need fire. Reloading because I pressed the use key. Oh, what is that? Combat shotguns are better off with type 3 or 4 barrels. It's really assault shotguns that get the most benefit from having a type 5 barrel. All these structurally superfluous scopes. It's a problem with randomly generated parts that you can't disassemble and reassemble as you see fit. I like the concept of the pre-sequel's grinder machine. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And once again, you're relying on happenstance. Instead of being able to disassemble weapons and then put their parts together the way you want. Because after all, if you... It's not cheating, it's not like you're building a super weapon. You've got the parts available. You took the time to farm, to get specific parts, to make what you wanted. Why not? Why shouldn't you be allowed to make what you want? For example, I don't like rocket rifles with torque barrels. I prefer the Torg Lance over the torpedo, rocket torpedo. This sucks. Big disappointment. What do I have that's worthy of use? This. Let's see what the resale values are. Of course, a drastic difference. This will probably be disappointing against enemy personnel. It was disappointing against spider ants. Encounters are usually good against spider ants. I'm just getting impatient now. Why am I stuck? Yep. I'm getting impatient. I know this is good. Why not just keep using the Cobra? Well, I want to give other weapons a chance to. Yeah, all those misses were my fault because I was getting impatient. Frustrated by the fact that weapons that I had once thought were good and worth a farmer's patience for turned out to be crap.
Just take a view of him.
So much monies. Jackhammer. What was that? What caused it to become an airburst grenade? He's got a necklace of fingers. Did I get one lethal strike out of all of those strikes? I don't think I did. In Borderlands 2, Zero has, I think, a skill that allows them to maintain greater stability while aiming while taking fire. Something else that reminds me of Eon Flux. If you watch the original Eon Flux, back when it was on Liquid Television, you'll know what I mean. Finish him.
Don't think he liked me. Satisfaction abounds.
This is one of the few, or is he the only, enemy NPCs that has a face, not wearing a mask. Obviously not including Commandant Steele. Anything else in here I forget? Don't think so. Probably won't be able to make this jump because of the low ceiling.
Get your ass gone!
Although it looks like I I should be able to make that if the ceiling wasn't so low. Let's see what happens. Ah, jump key didn't even respond. Let's see if I can maybe trick the game into letting me do what I want. I might be able to. Nope, almost. I don't want none of that, I just want what's in there. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Come on! Ugh. So tedious. There we go. Seriously? All right. Back to Claptrap. Yeah.
Goodness new, I think. Am I leaking?
You go squish now. Why do I keep doing that? Well, I was playing Borderlands 2 earlier, and all the stuff is arranged differently. I will sell this eventually, but I've got to test it on spider ants. This fails to impress. I never get any use out of that. Oh yeah, and it's made by Penguin. For some reason I was thinking the Super Booster was made by Anshin, but I might be thinking of something else.
Don't settle for anything less than the best.
Spawn back in the middle of town. Less distance to travel. To the bounty board.
Molly gun shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
Now that I can get some use out of. Isn't that the type I found down there? Yeah. I need a fire. Level 38 fire. Artifact.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
I checked that already, didn't I? Yeah. Oh. Rust Commons West. Plenty to do there. It's one of my favorite locations. First, of course, I have to check the shops. Back at HQ.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood.
Yes, that shotgun is terrible.
Want to make a bigger boom? Buy a Atlas spares no space.
Because it's a Teddy. It's a level 40. It has a Type 4 cylinder and a Type 4 barrel. Don't know what kind of body type it is. And yet does less than 100 damage per projectile.
If you need healing, step right up.
If it was anything other than a TDR, that combination of parts would be excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have almost a complete set of TDR legendaries. All I need is a savior. Oh. I sold that corkscrew SMG I got from Dr. Ned already. This, the spy, outmodes it. This stinger is good, except for the sights. I've explained this before, but I might as well reiterate. There are no actual sights. It's flat. It's a flat surface at the front and a flat surface at the back. It doesn't line up intuitively. Would like to get some more use out of it because it's otherwise awesome. Let's see how it compares to the Pearl Havoc. Yeah, I would say these are on par with each other. I mean, look at that fire rate. 17.6. 12.5. That's good, too. We'll get some more use out of this double anarchy later. Checking the time in the shops. Tactician, I like that. When I play Roland, I often use a tactician class mod for the end game. Oh, I didn't even need to launch at him. Why did I do that? Because I had to be all fancy. Can't help myself. It's more fun that way. $82.7. That's decent. I mean, the closest comparable Hyperion, of course, being a Hyperion, will be more accurate but less powerful. I think this is a Type 4 barrel. SMGs in this game just look awesome. Don't they? They look like bullpup assault rifles. I would say futuristic, but they're not all that futuristic. They look futuristic aesthetically, but functionally, they're very much like stuff that actually exists.
You want me to
Oh. That's just a good, well-rounded, and it's a 46. I've got to get use out of that. It has a Type 1 barrel, a Type 2 scope, some kind of good stock. Don't know what stock type that is, but it's a good one. I think it's a Type 4, but don't quote me on that. What's that? That's not a... Is that a Type 2 stock? Is that a Type 3? Am I getting the numbers mixed up? Neither of these have Type 1 stocks, I know that. Okay. This won't be too useful against spider ants. This will, but I've already had lots of fun with the Skullmaster and the Cobra against spider ants. Equalizer won't be the best against them either. I said I would get some use out of this against spider ants, so I guess I gotta. Oh. What am I doing?
Let's get you rolling.
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
I don't think I've metabolized my caffeine yet. That's my excuse. Salt and pepper combo. That's what I call it when I use Torg and Atlas together.
Not bad.
Salt, pepper. When I use Hyperion and SNS together, it's ketchup and mustard. .8. Good reload speed. 0.8 good for a pump-actuated single-action revolving sniper rifle. I should use Winning's elephant gun on spider ants. That's fun. Hey. Not selling the old reliable engine just yet. Gotta get some more use out of this.
You like that?
Cracked sash. That's the one made by Anshin that I was thinking of, I think. Heck. Might as well go ahead and do these.
Scientific Advisor, Dahl Corporation, Day 224. The only conversations I have anymore are with this echo recorder. I've developed a relationship with it. Some cycles I sleep with it, and others I make it stay outside of my tent. My waning ability to discern logic from insanity is becoming cumbersome. I've been translating Aaron and Ryan.
Iridian.
Arguing with the recorder. Off for a few hours during my last sleep cycle. I heard you, Sneak Out. If I were to pontificate, I would infer that the Eridan writings show a class-based society that's quite capable of both leadership and of armed conflict.
Oh, yeah. I thought this shotgun would be perfect against spider ants. Except for the fact that it has a scope. Structurally superfluous. Structurally superfluous. Finish him.
Another trophy from my wall.
Or for all I know, it's a her.
That hurt?
Yeah.
That hurt?
Wearing a dilution shield.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, stupid me. Sweaty fingers. That's my excuse.
What? You didn't like that? like that?
Oh, purple.
Feel it. Did that hurt? What? You like that? Feel it.
You go fly now.
Feel it. That hurt.
That's what you get.
You like that?
This would be more fun than the Skull Masher if it was just plain iron sights.
Did that hurt? What? You didn't like that? Feel it.
Matriarch and Overlord. I guess their husband and wife, so to speak.
Feel it.
Endless fun.
That hurt.
Nah, too close. Elementals are best against these. But not as much fun.
I don't think he liked me.
I'm not sure if that was a he. I need to check out that purple. Another scope shotgun. Let me guess this will be a level 34. It's dull. It's a desert tan. I mean, a desert camo. Another purple. That's just a good, well-rounded SMG right there.
Lady Luck, Blue Line.
Oh, what should I have fun with next? How about this? There's a Hyperion shotgun in the pre-sequel called a bullpup, but it's not a bullpup. It's top-fed in the style of a P90. As Hyperion guns tend to be in Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. But it's not a bullpup. The receiver is not behind the trigger group. Obviously, this is less ideal for battling spider ants.
That hurt? Nothing like a challenging kill. Feel it!
This is such a Morty style of shotgun. Now that's a powerful carnage. It's a 2-shooter. Maybe I'll try one of these out, even though I know they're not my style. The only carnage guns I've ever found that I even sort of liked were the ones made by Atlas, I know for sure, but I think I might have also found a Jacobs Carnage that I kind of liked. Sucks. Oops, that was my fault. Rockets are too slow. And not very satisfying. Kind of satisfying when you actually score a hit, but not as satisfying as it seems they should be. Slow, inaccurate. Maybe you have to be playing as Brick to get maximum satisfaction out of those, but they'll still be inaccurate. Plus, it's a 2-shooter.
Like that?
Torg is such a brick style of brand. Jacobs is such a Morty style. Also. Dahl is such a rolling style. Malawan is such a Lil style. The best way for a Jacobs XX shotgun to be parted is, I don't know about body type, hey, 46, but a Type 4 barrel and a Type 4 cylinder. This is a good shield, but I just have a thing for Anshin and Pangolin. 136841 compared to 75144.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
That's right, it's over here. I hate scoped shotguns so much. Rather, I should say I hate scopes on shotguns so much. Of course, I couldn't jump over that one, too.
That hurt. Feel it.
Jacob's shotguns benefit the most from, whatchamacallit, stabilizer. Makes up for their inherently bad handling characteristics. Low fire rate, high recoil. Of course, being pump action, it wouldn't really have a fire rate because it's manually operated. Fire rate implies mechanical operation, cyclic rate.
Not bad, not bad.
But in gameplay terms, that translates into dexterity. Your character's dexterity. That's pathetic. Upland pheasant hunting. What are y'all taking purchase shoot for? Not time to be taking a perch. Yeah.
What? You like that?
Did you see that? I did that to a snork once in Stalker. Blasted it out of the air, a super snork, with a 40mm grenade, and it went flying into the background like that. It was hilarious.
Day 457. This is exciting. I think I might strip naked and run around to celebrate. But I'll do it during the dim cycle, for fear of prying eyes. Before overloading and melting 4 of my computer's 13-qubit operators, my program was able to decipher quite a bit more than I had been able to understand before. It will take a few days to fix, but I was able to find many repeated instances of an event that takes place every 200 years. It's repeated many times with a symbol that looks not unlike a circle with an upside-down V in it. It's possible that this is the vault. And something about the vault happens every 200 years. Tonight, for dinner, I will have eggs.
Eggs for dinner. Well, that's not so unusual. I sometimes eat ribs for breakfast. Notice how she's blathering about the vault and all I can think about is food. Get all that stuff out of the way.
That hurt?
Yeah. Superhuman reflexes, I guess. Ride out and meet them. Let's see if I can... Dukes of Hazzard it. Give me the cash. I know, there's one more. Don't need to open that with that. Explosivo. Another legendary. What is that? An incendiary equalizer, type 1 barrel. Now I have an electric. Equalizer and an incendiary. The electric will be better than the incendiary because of the barrel type. Yeah, I'll probably sell this equalizer since I've got an electric equalizer and a Malamont Hellfire. But I might as well get some use out of it. I'll get this mission knocked out. And then I'll call it for this episode. What's really awesome is when you manage to find or purchase an equalizer with an elemental type that matches your character. So that would be corrosive for Morty, electric for Roland, explodey for Brick, and pretty much anything for Lil.
As I work, I spend the majority of days having conversations with people that are not there. 2 days ago, I explained to my mother how the translation program I was writing would greatly help me understand exactly what all this Eridan text I've been attempting to decipher actually means. My mother has been dead for 16 years. She was never actually interested in science to begin with. I'm unsure if I'm quite to the point of no return, but my stubbornness, which I got from her in the first place, will keep me here putting up with her until I find exactly where the vault is. Or until I drive myself so far off the edge, I do not remember why I was doing this in the first place.
Tennis is an INTJ, I might add. Pretty sure I mentioned that. But if I did, it was some time ago. Probably on Playthru-1. That should not be an obstacle for a vehicle such as this that's designed to plow over obstacles just like that. Should have kept the dilution shield. At least for that. Still, I like the ancient overall. Saw something purple fall. Hope it didn't fall through the ground. I didn't think that happened in Borderlands 1. I thought that only happened in Borderlands 2. Oh, there it is. I am interested in a Ranger class mod. Oh, wow. Almost wrecked my ride. Total my Jeep. Once again with the flat sights that aren't really sights. Let's get some Atlas action going on. See what I did there? That's a pretty good sniper rifle. If I didn't already have what I have.
That hurt?
Is there a turret on this side? I forget. A turret. I hear a midge. I think I do.
And you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods.
Once again, a shotgun that doesn't need a scope. It's a Type 3 scope. The only kind of scope that I kind of like. Oh look, a matching pair. Pretty close anyway. Different magazine capacities. I'll take that one. While I'm here, guess I might as well do this. I know I said I would just do the echoes and go back, but I changed my mind. One more, I think. Yeah. Finish him! Come on, lethal strike!
Like that?
See that red dot? What is it, a rack or something? I don't see it.
Day 481. It's true. It's all true. My program did it. Program. control room. I'm now certain that the vault is here, and that the symbol has something to do with opening it.
Don't fall off, don't fall off.
That's my findings, and it all makes sense. It looks like there are extreme measures to keep the vault secure, but that it can be opened every 200 years. The vault's contents must be extremely valuable, maybe better than the Atlas tech. But I cannot reveal this information to anyone just yet. If I'm wrong, I'm done, and if I'm right, the suits will claim it. I must find the vault myself. Find.
I like her, she's silly.
Are you about ready to get rolling?
Time for a nice, relaxing ride.
There it is. Don't have the vertical travel to deal with it with using my vehicular weapons. Not a problem. In Borderlands 2, you find out that Tannis has Asperger's syndrome. Of course, because she's an INTJ. Everybody knows all INTJs have Asperger's syndrome. It's like obligatory or something. That's sarcasm, by the way. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Asperger's syndrome. 'Cause I don't even think it's a syndrome. It's just a personality preference. Just like how some people are more left-brained, some people are more right-brained, some people have unusual balance in their neurometric architecture.
I don't think he liked me. That hurt? Like that? Feel it.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. That hurt?
No, oh, is that an anaconda? It is. Too bad it's a two-shooter still. Get out of my face. You son of a... Really? What went wrong there? I bet I know what happened. I would bet you almost anything I backed into a corrosive barrel or some such thing. Because I know there are barrels down there. and spider ant squirted at me and detonated the barrel. I would bet you almost anything that's what happened. I didn't even have to heal myself with Bloodwing.
What? You didn't like that? Feel it!
Too much scopes. Yeah, I said it that way on purpose. Too much scopes. So much bullets! You ever gotten a Masher Anaconda? I know the Masher Unforgiven is like the ultimate primo, most highly sought after legendary. Did I get everything out of here? Yes, I did.
Let's teach him a lesson! All right, take him out! That hurt?
Double X. There it is.
J493. Dahl Corporation just shut down their mining operations here on Pandora. I think they are insane. Or that is, whoever is making the decision is insane. Iridium mining on this planet has been hugely lucrative for Dahl, and has funded my project. It's been especially profitable given how low their labor costs are. I wonder what Dahl will do with all the unpaid convicts they've been using to work their mines. I wonder if any of them will be my friend. What? Why are you always so jealous of me getting new friends? I'm turning you off.
No, 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 no. Bloodwing's doing that thing he does. Remember that conversation? Borderlands 2. Oh, yeah, yeah. That makes it worthwhile right there. Roland and Lil talking about how Bloodwing won't attack unless Mordy is watching. That's what they mean by that. Any more? That was fun. I wish the game would scale to your level more. I don't like the concept of having to intentionally remain underleveled if you want a big challenge. I prefer the idea of maybe even having an option that you can, I don't know, unlock if you accomplish a certain thing. Like maybe you beat the game once and then starting with Playthru-2, you have the unlocked option to play a mode, not just a harder difficulty, but the game scales to your level. That's kind of what the OP concept in Borderlands 2 is all about, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet in Borderlands 2. I'm not going to collect all of that. I'm plenty rich enough. Don't have to be a penny pincher.
It's a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles.
Although, if I wasn't already, yeah, I'll go ahead and sell this one. And I got some use out of this. Just out of curiosity. I wanted to see the stats on that white label masher. Oh well, it's not important.
Come on in. I ain't gonna buy it, probably.
Better at this.
That's a pretty good machine pistol. Just a good, well-rounded
Hey,
machine
you keep
pistol.
yourself out of trouble.
Nothing special about it except the fact that it's just really well-rounded.
If I can't find you what you need, it can't be found on Pandora.
That's blah. That's all kinds of blah.
I hope to see you again soon. Jacob's guys do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
And that'll give me an excuse to go back to Rust Commons West, like I needed an excuse. I mean, other than the Marcus mission.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I want some more rack ale. Stuff to do for next time. Oh, where do I want to put my skill point? I might respec a few of my skill points and mix them up a bit more.
400% more awesome! Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood. It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Get your ass here!
Yay! If I was playing Roland, that looks like a top of the line 5-line purple support gunner comm.
If you're on a budget, TDR is always the way to go.
I might get some use out of this, just because it's cool looking. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I know it's just a plain old green, but still. A good gun is a good gun. Oh. I came away with another ledge. See you next mission.